Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Hey. Smoke weed every day. Good job, Larry.
Yo, what up?
You're doing
We're back with another episode of Blunt Kings Podcast, episode 32. I am your host with the most, the grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This is my boy.
A Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle, you know what I mean? The fail AO of all areas in the AOs. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. Nah, shit, we had a little bit of technical difficulties before the show. I fuck around and, I don't know, I fucked with the settings on this fucking stupid computer, and now I could only see our visuals through the Phil World thing, and it's kind of pissing me off. So if I seem like I'm in a bad mood, that's the only reason why, AO. It's not you. It's not anybody.
It's always me.
In this property or whatever. It's literally just a little fuck up that could just
in
ruin
the studio.
my whole
I
fucking day.
know, man.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, we are the producers. We are the fucking
IT.
We're the fucking
Problem shooters.
We're the cameramen. We're the editors. We're the fucking
second opinion.
We set up the sets. Yeah, like everything that people usually need a team for, dog. We don't need a fucking team for. We still managed to figure this shit out. We still managed to make this shit crack, and we still managed to make this shit possible for every single episode that we put out.
Yo.
So yeah, we're jumping into the 4th week of February. All the hip hop drops, birthdays, deaths, and even a couple of new relevant topics that have came up that we need to address, give our blunt opinions about and our blunt reactions too, you know what I'm saying? So
amen.
Yeah, so how was your week, AO? Shit, this has been a crazy stressful week.
It's been hella. So you know what I'm saying? Hella crazy, hella windy, you know what I mean? Hella weird weather. Just like, man, I had not been enjoying, driving around the state.
Right.
You know what I mean? It has not been a nice one for us there. You know what I mean? We're almost coming to the end of February. You know what I'm saying? We're like, a week or two away from that there. With that being said, you know what I mean? This is usually about what happens around this time. You know what I mean? Like that wind kicks up, you know what I mean? And it lasts all the way till Easter or till about maybe May.
And it usually starts like around Halloween, right?
Man, I mean, for us there, no, but I'm talking about that crazy blowing dusty wind where you get like the brownouts.
For like the past couple weeks,
You can't drive down the fucking highway without your car going.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean now.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, dude, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people don't like that, especially they get real white knuckled around fucking, semis and higher profile vehicles. You know what I mean? So yeah, just be safe out there. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Take it a little slower, you know what I mean? Make sure you get home, you know what I mean, to your loved ones and whatnot, you know what I mean? Because, people depend on each other. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But other than that there, man, shit's been fucked up. Allergies been fucked up. The cold. Everybody's going back and forth. Sickness, allergies, fucking blowing wind, you know what I mean? Just a bad little recipe right now for us in the Southwest, I guess.
I'm definitely getting over a head cold. I had it for the past, probably a week and a half.
2, 3?
Yeah, 2 weeks maybe.
You both?
It's like allergic, but it's like a head cold at the same time. So, New Mexico definitely got hit with that shit hard, and I do blame the wind. Once wind kicks up all that fucking dander and fucking pollen and all that shit.
All of that.
And dust, we're done. So, anyway,
how was your week?
It was all right. I don't know. I have a big problem, and it's just a big problem. I have a big problem with not letting fucking bitches try to bitch me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never let a fucking girl try to treat me like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, my week has been a bunch of battling with bitches, dog, and it's fucking crazy. And what it is people think that they can say whatever the fuck they want, however the fuck they want to us. And I'm not going to let that shit slide no more, dog. Like, that shit's not going to be accepted from a girl, from a guy, from a younger kid than me. Like, I'm not going to let nobody talk any kind of shit to us or about us and not get a response back that's going to shut them the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how my week went. And
you've been doing some outside battling.
Yeah, honestly.
I feel you.
Like, I've done enough battling inside myself to know that, like, when people try to come at you with some
combative stuff,
some combative bullshit or try to provoke you in some type of way, I love it because it gives me that chance to shut them the fuck down and prove to them how fucking stupid they are for even trying to come at me in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that's just been my week, you know. And I feel like a lot of people have been trying to test the waters of Vile, and they've been seeing that it's ice cold. So with that being said, we're gonna jump into we have a very pivotal death in hip hop. Notorious B.I.G.'s mother, Violetta Wallace, rest in peace, passed away a year ago this month at the age of 72. She would have been 73 this year. I believe she passed away yesterday, a year ago.
Same age as my pops, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel you on that there, man. I hope she rests easy there, man. You know what I mean? Miss Wallace.
Rest in peace, Miss Wallace, for sure. All right. February hip-hop birthdays. We're going to speed through this real fast. February 1st, 1975, Big Boy. February 3rd, 1990, Sean Kingston. February 7th, 1995, G Herbo. February 8th, 1993, Vince Staples. February 9th, 1958, Ice-T.
Oh, man.
February 10th, 2003, The Kid Laroi.
Kid Laroi, cool, yeah.
You know who that is?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. February 11th, 1990, Roscoe Dash.
Roscoe DeSoto. Yeah.
February 13th, Peter Guns. February 16th, The Game. Let's see, February 18th, 1965, Dr. Dre.
You old ass doctor.
February 19th, 1982, Joel Santana.
Oh, man, Young Buck.
February 19th, 1997, Smoke Perp. February 22nd, 1986, Schoolboy Q.
Okay, see, he old one.
And then February 28th, 1976, Ja Rules.
Baby!
So yeah, so shout out to all the February rappers that were born in February for sure. Shout out to you guys, and we're gonna start the show off. We're reformatting the show as we go, right? I've been telling A Omega this. We had a big extensive conversation last night.
We're getting wild
about the direction that I want to start taking this show, and you know, we've already brought you all of the pivotal drops and moments and singles and Billboard charts,
well-known shit,
beefs. We brought you everything that's ever happened in these months, right? So now we're gonna move on to going to different kind of you know, topics. Like at the end of the show, I want to bring up a few things that we're going to talk about that are relevant now in the fourth week of February, and it's going to get you know, the room open a bit for conversation and let everybody have their opinion, and let everybody in the comments share what they feel, and everybody when they see the clips, they get to, you know, chime in and give what they feel as well. So, hey Omega, you ready?
Yo, man, I'm ready. Rock steady, man. Palomita.
All right, fourth week of January hip hop timeline. We got 1987, LL Cool J, Bigger and Deffer, Platinum Momentum, I'm Bad was on heavy rotation, the golden age of lyricism, solidifying mainstream respect.
Woo.
And then we had MC Hammer, Please Don't Hurt Him, massive sales, radio popularity, February 1990. And then we go into
Hammer. Please don't hurt him. Hammer.
And then we go into Rodney O and Joe Cooley. Do you know who these guys are?
Oh, yeah.
Three the hard way, West Coast.
They came through there, and everybody remembers their, you know, there's no big three. That's the big me.
Okay.
You know, Rodney O, that was the.
Oh, okay.
So Rodney O and,
that was the original
and Joe
one.
Cooley there, these were the ones that did that there. And if you guys really understand, these guys were sampled so many times within the hip hop, you know, industry there.
Just that note alone, right?
And we're not, yeah. And that was, yeah. And then they got it even from like the fucking old school. That's the joint.
Okay.
But yeah, there was some really dope fucking cats, man. Rest in peace. I know, you know, one of them passed there for sure. I know they stopped in Albuquerque and graced us with one of their last performances there. You know what I mean? I think it was at the Rio Rancho Event Center.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean? And I know one of my homeboys went, B-Dog went, and he said, man, they were like, why don't all y'all get up and dance? And like, because everybody wasn't like enthused because they didn't know like grandpa rap. So it was like, man, it just kind of hurt me at that point because I knew like the culture was shifted. And you know what I mean? That's why we always try to keep up with the open mind.
It sucks because people treat the older hip hop like they're just like the band, right? Like it's like, oh, cool, the band's up there. Now we can just sit down and eat and watch them do their thing.
Yeah, no, it's not like, we catered everything. Oh, he's hungry. Uncle Sam, here, you want a fucking sandwich thing? Yeah, no, I'd like some M&Ms in a sandwich. Like, man, come on, these cats fucking laid it down. You know what I mean? But
I said chicken. No.
Yeah, I explicitly said fish.
This wedding is bullshit.
No,
so and then we move on to February 20th, 1990. Living Like Hustlers from Above the Law comes out. Ruthless Records era. It helped push the West Coast gangster rap mainstream. Super dope era for sure. And then we move on to February 25th, which is one of our dopest production companies, I guess you could say. 1992, February 25th, Boogie Down Productions, Sex and Violence, Conscious Rap Movement, Stronghold, KRS-One's ideological influence was super heavy at the time.
It was crazy there, that fucker, right? That time, him and, you know what I mean? It was after like Scott LaRock, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he was just like, I'm still going to get it in and I'm going to fucking wreck the shit out of it there, you know what I mean? KRS-One was still going against the grain there. At that time. And he was letting everybody know that, hey, I'm still here because, you know what I mean? The bridge is over. The bridge is over. The prong.
And then we move on. February 20th, 1996, Lord Finesse drops The Awakening. Digging in the Crates underground classic, lyricism and boom bap excellence. We talked about Lord Finesse a few times on the show. I love when these underground rap classics pop up. You know what I'm saying? Like anything from... Lord Finesse.
That's your star.
Big L, Fat Joe at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Like all the digging in the Crates fam. Who else was it? I'm thinking of OC.
Yep.
And I think even at one point, like I don't think Mace was part of DITC, but he was rocking with those cats real heavy at the time. All Harlem was kind of like sticking together. You know?
They were all unified. You know what I'm saying? Unidos.
All right, then we move along. February 1996. Dark Sun Riders, Seeds of Evolution, Underground Momentum, Indie Scene Growth Era. Do you remember the Dark Sun Riders, A Omega?
No, man, that's one I don't remember.
That was one I actually forgot to listen to. I definitely...
96, yeah, I mean, that was, like I said, we always talk about it. We were already drenched into some heavy other stuff there at that time, you know what I mean? So,
yeah, from like 96 to 99, right? We were into super heavy into like the likes of like Esham, 3-6 Mafia, ICP, like a lot of that dark hip hop that a lot of people haven't really delved into, right?
I was a hardcore, man. We were going real hard.
We had the pleasure of doing it. Like honestly, like it was
ICP, the Mafia, the Eshams there. Yeah. We had Necros and you know what I mean?
Ill Bill.
Ill Bill's there.
Nonfiction, the whole shout nonfiction, you know what I'm saying? Like we had all these dope ass, like, we came up as fans of horror movies and anything kind of semi-creative, right? Like if it had a certain spice of creativity to it, we were...
Excuse me, folks.
Definitely onto it. Oh, someone knocking? All right.
Yeah, give me 1 second there, folks. There, but yeah, we're gonna, you know what I mean. The Seeds of Evolution, check that out there. But I know Anthony and me there, we can get back into this topic right here, this next one there for sure.
No, I'll wait till AO sits down for sure.
Yeah, this one is gonna be heavy there. We talk about it all the time.
What is it? 2:50 in the afternoon. Someone at my door. See, this is cool. We got a visitor. Like, it's just the door.
County Sheriff's Department. Get down.
What the fuck you want, motherfucker? Motherfucker.
You're talking bad stuff about certain somebody.
Fuck those fuckers. Get the fuck out of my house, you fucking pig.
It's windy in the Southwest.
Nah, so this is gonna be a crazy one to jump into next. I know you like this one. So February 23rd, 1999, Eminem drops the Slim Shady LP. It debuted at number 2 on the Billboard 200. Produced by Dr. Dre. My Name was the explosion. It was multi-platinum, major culture shift moment. A lot of white rappers came after that. A lot of white fans started coming out of the woodworks. You know, it kind of showed the power of hip hop when the white kids had something to listen to. You know what I'm saying? And I know he catches a lot of flack.
But we all need something.
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Tony Yayo kind of said it best on one of these podcasts where it's like, when you're number one, you're automatically a target, right? So at that time, we were listening to Eminem and ICP without any bias, right? It wasn't until like Marshall Mathers LP came out is when we kind of were like, damn, now we got to choose a side. We got this super lyrical white boy from Detroit, and then we got these guys.
It turned into an absolute
that we've been rocking with for a few years already, and we love the dark carnival shit. We love the horrorcore shit. The message behind it was hilarious, so that's automatically what drew us to the horrorcore.
My teacher
of ICP type shit, right?
My ugly neighbor, you know what I mean? That
my
narrative
bigot
like
neighbor,
that
my racist neighbor, my
he hates me because
fuck your rebel flag
stepped
neighbor
on his lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So all that shit was hilarious to us, but then we go down this road where Eminem and ICP start beefing, and then we have to choose sides, right? And
pretty heavy.
And it was kind of sucky, dog, because I was getting into Eminem, and I'm not gonna lie, like, but you know, when you're tied into a fan base like ICP, and it's so riddled with family and loyalty, and you know, it makes you feel accepted way more than any other genre of music at the time, right? You're
at
like,
that time, yes, sir.
You're like, I'm gonna choose ICP over Eminem every time type shit. But you know, there's still no denying that Eminem is a good lyricist, even though nowadays I believe that he's a little bit too reachy. He's trying to reach too much. He's pulling lyrics from the internet, from other people, and rhyme schemes and similes and metaphors
We
and
all
shit
know
like that.
Yeah.
So you know, he's kind of lost touch with everything, and we'll get back to that at the end of the episode about rappers that kind of lost touch with what they're in it for. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Eminem. The Slim Shady LP was definitely a dope one for sure. And then we move on. Let's see.
Culture.
Let's see. Kanye West, he drops the College Dropout Soul Sample Renaissance. It came out February 10, 2004. Backpack rap to mainstream pipeline. It shifted lyrical vulnerability and the tone that came with it. Honestly, College Dropout is one of my favorite albums in hip hop history, not just from Kanye West, but like, you know, he had that song on there with Common and I believe Talib Kweli. It was like, Get 'em hot. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, he starts that shit. I always say, it's like, my flow is in the pocket like wallets. I got the bounce like hydraulics. I can't call it. I got the swerve like alcoholics. Like, just like that bar right there just tells you like, this guy is on his own fucking plane of fucking rhyming, you know what I mean? And Jay-Z knew it. Everybody knew it at the time.
Don't fuck with him.
Yeah, after that, he was considered a legend for sure.
I think I remember walking in with you back in the day. If fucking, you know, if I recollect nicely there, we were over there. I was picking up some glass work from Bud Stones.
Hey, shout out to Bud Stones.
Bud Stones there, you know what I'm saying? That was like my place where I'd watch them blow glass right there in the middle of the shop there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and I go pick up some good old nice spoons because I used to like fucking nice Pyrex like that at that time.
Like the Bentley pipes and Jack pieces. Remember Jack pieces?
Oh, the Jacks there for sure. I missed the Jacks from Oregon. Those.
But what were you gonna say? You remember?
No, but
you
I just remember
a story that has to do with Kanye.
Yeah, well, in the background there, you know what I mean. They were playing Jesus Walks.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that was that time when we was like, okay, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. After Jesus Walks, it was over, like literally for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I remember I'm like, okay, these are just some guys just blowing glass and. You know what I mean? They understand the demographic of the people they're catering to and whatnot.
Right.
But everybody was on that cultural gravitational move, like, you know, being a household common name. Everybody knows Kanye.
Oh, yeah.
You know, everybody knows Kim Kardashian. Everybody knows, you know, these certain icons or moguls that have, you know, that status there for sure. But that album, though, the College Dropout, you know what I mean? Ow, pop, pop, pop. Pow, pop, 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 poker face, my pop, poker face.
Hey,
right?
You know what it's funny about that poker face song. Like you go back and listen to it, it's saying fucker face. I just thought I'd throw that out there. But anyway, we move we move along. February 25th, 2014, another one of my favorite albums of all time. ScHoolboy Q drops Oxymoron. It debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200. TDE commercial breakthrough. Collie Green's era. Studio was one of the best songs on there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just chilling in the studio trying to get down to you, baby. Like that shit was fire as fuck. I remember I was bumping that shit. Like, I was literally in the studio recording with like DJ Uncut and shit. And then I'd be like on the way home to my kid's mom, like, I'm on my way home.
Yeah, like, I'm ready, girl. Like, I did my good deed for the day. I put in the work. Yeah. I'm a man, and I'm gonna come home to you, baby.
Little did I know she hated the every minute of me rapping for sure. Like, so no matter what I did,
just come home and make money.
Yeah, I didn't save the day at all, I guess. Whatever. We move on to February 13th, late February. If you're reading this, it's too late. Surprise drop by Drake. It was #1 on the Billboard 200.
Was this the one where he had like he was sitting on the table with like the gold and like the brown? Like
I believe that one might. I think that one is Take Care.
Okay.
This one's the one where it looks kind of like a suicide note. It's like, if you're reading this, it's too late. Like,
okay.
On it.
Yeah.
I forgot what songs were popular on this one. Honestly, I would have to ask a girl.
I mean, fucking the charts will tell us.
Yeah.
I mean, he's fucking on everything.
Like, I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, but I'm not the biggest hater of Drake either. Like, there's certain songs that have come out that I'm like, oh shit, he actually said something dope that like.
Yeah, it might have been his pop year.
I've never heard rappers say anything, or his rap lines sometimes. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's his R&B year there. Next year he's gonna do pop there. Then following album there's gonna be rap with features.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that's fucking Drake.
Yeah.
Just put it down there like that.
All right, let's see. Kanye West, he drops The Life of Pablo late February 2016. On February 14th, it was a title exclusive rollout, album updates, post-release, Billboard formula shifting toward streaming. And then we jump into 2017, where it was kind of like Future's year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, that's what a good one.
Yeah, Future dropped 2 albums, right? One was on February 17th. It debuted on #1. And then he dropped Hendrix on February 24th. It debuted on #1. So he was definitely the first artist to debut at #1 in consecutive weeks.
Damn.
Melodic trap dominance. It went fully mainstream. I believe that's why most rappers really do try to sound like Future nowadays, is because, you know, they want to get that same reaction.
That's that dark ATL club there. That's that nightlife shit.
I want 2 #1 albums week after week, and so I want to sound like Future, and they're going to do everything they can to make sure that they try to hit that mark. But, you know, we've said this time and time again, Future, along with other people like in the rap game, are original voices and original flows, right? So anytime somebody tries to emulate that or copy mimic it, whatever, it doesn't come off as flattery. It comes off as straight biterism. And if you know anything about hip hop, if you bite somebody's style, you're automatically out. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like trying to rap over a Biggie beat or a Tupac. You know what I mean?
And, you know,
can't do it unless you do it right.
And the only thing I feel like they have the advantage is, like, girls are like, oh, I like that kind of style. So no matter who makes it, I'm going to listen to it.
Or I like him.
If it, yeah.
Or I like
that guy
him.
looks like a real shooter, or whatever the fuck the case may be, that somebody would be gravitating towards the sound that sounds exactly like
he looks
Future.
like he'll beat me up and treat me like shit.
Yeah.
I got you,
whatever it is, you know what I mean?
I want to be a Future type speaker.
Yeah, and then we jump forward to 2023. Logic, he drops College Park. It was a boom bap homage, full circle album concept.
That was a good one. I like that. There was a good couple tracks.
Logic?
Yeah, that was a good couple tracks on that one there. You know what I mean? Like, for me there, he kind of redeemed me because his first, you know what I mean? Like when he first started, but they're like, you know what I mean? Midway in between, I was just like, some of the projects he did for me weren't really slapping as I thought. You know what I mean? They weren't really hitting. But you know what I mean? That one on February on the 23rd there, you know what I mean? Because I remember we were just getting out of COVID, and you know what I mean? I was doing some new things, and I was doing some fresh shit there at the time, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, okay, you know what? This is actually really, really nice there for sure. So I enjoyed that album there for sure. I go tell everybody, go check out College Park there for sure from Logic.
All right, for sure. February 28th, 2025. We're going to go into the 2025 drops, and we'll probably go to break after that.
Snap!
Yeah, it's cool because what we're going to do is we're going to start, deaths, birthdays, all the drops. And then what I want to start doing is at the last half an hour, we go over these topics that we're going to go over and really dive into it and really be blunt with it and really give our fully hip hop opinion. You know what I mean? Like it's just something I feel like we need to do in order to keep this show relevant, fresh, and give the viewers a little something to talk about because they see these albums come out at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Or what are these beefs or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. And I just want to tell everybody, I'm going through changes.
Me too. Yeah, we're definitely going to switch up the format. I'm going to eat more fruit roll-ups. I'm going to be drinking more Red Bulls. I'm going to be smoking more blunts.
I'm going to be doing more
We're going to be doing
on the side
whatever the
lines.
fuck we want because now we're comfortable. You guys are comfortable.
We don't give a fuck.
We're in tune. You know what I'm saying? And
you already see us there. We don't need to be stationary. We're to tell everybody that fucking y'all are fucking doing the other shit the wrong way and we are not binary.
All right, 2025 drops. Let's see. February 28, 2025. Friday. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Lil Tracy, Baby Vamp, Boldy James, and Chuck Stranger. That's one of my favorite. Nice. Token of Appreciation. 1900 Rugrat. Porch to the Pant.
Looking forward to that one too, man.
You like 1900?
Big buzz on him though. He got a big buzz around him right now.
He's the one with the school bus fucking
flow,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. A big old yellow Hellcat whipping like a school bus. I don't know what the fuck he said. Something like that,
right? Funnier than fuck, man. These motherfuckers.
Lisa, Alter Ego dropped, and then Big Hit and Hit Boy, Free Big Hit. That was a dope one. And then Terrence Martin, one of our favorite rappers, dropped the Albion Files. Super dope. If you guys don't know who Terrence Martin is, he used to go by Problem, right? When I just smoked the eighth of weed and I popped the thiz. I drank all the drink, bitch. You know what it is, bitch. I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up.
I'm fucked up.
And I'm fucked up.
And I don't give a fuck. So yeah. Shout out to Terrence Martin. He's definitely one of the best rappers from the West Coast. I'll always say that because just that first introduction to that song, right? I just smoked the eighth of weed and I popped it this. We were really doing that shit at the time. So that really resonated with me since then. And I've just been following Terrence Martin ever since then. So shout out Terrence Martin for sure.
To a real relevant man.
Right, yeah. So with that being said, we're going to take a break. This episode is brought to you by Bizcochitos brand, the best brand in New Mexico when it comes to edibles and merchandise. Also, we are sponsored by Polite Smoke Shop. Make sure you guys go check her out on San Mateo. She has everything you need from
the exotic fucking blunt wraps there. You need some good motherfucking backwoods there, you know. Maybe check out on Frontos. But really, really great amount of glass there, folks. You know what I'm saying? You're looking for a spoon, a rig. Just maybe you broke your little bowl there to your bong. You know what I'm saying? She's going to help you out there.
Exclusive pieces, too.
Keep it going on. Keep it going strong. You know what I mean? From really good glass blowers there. From across the state, or possibly you might find some stuff from out of state there for sure. And, you know, Bizcochito, shout out to the whole team, the whole fam over there. You know what I mean? Get the new merchandise there, new drops there. Also, not to mention there, you know what I mean? Be patient there. We're going to get out the new flavors coming soon.
Hey. When we come back, we're going to be talking J. Cole, Baby Keem, Larry June and Currency and Alchemist. And we're also going to be talking the 50 Cent Jim Jones beef. What the fuck's going on with that shit?
Don't kick at the door, son.
Roll up another blunt, pour up another shot. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Probably not even a minute. You know, my commercials are pretty short. We only have 2 sponsors, so it's not that bad. So but we'll be back in a second. Peace out.
Welcome to Blunt Kings, motherfucker.
Smoke weed every day.
Yo.
Good job, Larry.
We are back, A Omega, with another episode of Blunt Kings podcast. I'm your host with the most, The grossest uncle, T.O. Val. This my boy.
And always to be blessed with my dog right here, T.O. Val. You know what I'm saying? The wild child, y'all. Y'all don't even know. Make y'all trip out.
I'm tired. I think I just reached this point, though. Well, introduce yourself, though, first.
But it's A Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funko, the Drunko, the Fail, the Ayo. Y'all already know that I don't play, though.
And we've been playing this game since Play-Doh and fucking Lincoln Logs and shit.
Since Ayo was doing yayo.
And now we're lighting up stinking logs. You know what I'm saying? So, no, I think I finally just got to this point, bro. And we'll talk about this just for a couple minutes. Like, I'm tired of the way people try to think that they could talk to us like we're children or
like we still in our tweens.
Yeah, like dog, we're 40 and 41, dog, and like it's like we don't run the streets acting like fucking 16-year-olds. We're not selling drugs. We're not doing drugs. We're not doing anything that people would be like, hey, you need to slow your life down. So when people come to us like, hey, you need to slow your life down, I'm like, shut the fuck up and fuck off and like, let me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Or like when people try to confuse things and be like,
I'm finding it out and we doing it now.
Like even girls that I try to talk to, bro, I've lost so many girlfriends over the fact that I'm hanging out with my son, and I'll choose my son over my any girl any day, and my son knows that shit. So anytime some chick should be like, oh, you didn't text me back, I'm so pissed off, knowing that I have my son that weekend, I'm gonna be like, meh. You know what I mean? Like I don't have no time for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Totally there. I mean, the family comes first. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? For me, I come up on 3 easy rules there. You know what I'm saying? Like in my lifetime is, you know what I mean? My God comes first. You know what I mean? Which is the God within me and the God that I look up to on the daily. You know what I'm saying? My family there, those people that actually hold me down on a daily and keep me grounded.
Right.
Those are the ones that I keep near me next to my friends, because the friends are the next to kin, next to family.
Right.
And
brothers, sisters.
You know what I mean? And you know, the brother-in-law, sister-in-law's there too, but
no, I mean like friends or like extended.
Oh yeah.
Brothers,
And we
sisters.
don't go out of our circle. We don't go out of our way to do anything there where we feel that things are not reciprocated.
Right.
You know, we know when to stay away from the energy drainers there. You know what I mean? We know when to stay away from the non-brainers. Just to let you know, we don't kick it with the lamers.
What's funny is like people think that we don't have any sort of life experience, right? Like,
we've never done nothing.
You haven't been through nothing. I was like, bro, I've been through enough to know that you're acting like a weird shady fuck, right? Or I've been around long enough to know when you're acting like a cheating bitch or an insecure lady, right? And like, and so when I see these signs and all I'm doing is hanging out with my son and I'm getting blamed of boning some other chicks or whatever the case may be, right? It just shows me that there's a level of insecurity that I'm not willing to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I'm not willing to deal with anything petty, anything insecure, anything made up or fabricated towards me, because I know what's true and I know what's not, right? Like, and that's just what it boils down to. Like,
family and faith, man.
You know what you do, you know what you don't do, right? And
everybody knows their own bills.
Yeah. So like, why I'm not even focused on your bills, so why you focused on mine type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always gonna be one step ahead.
Seems like it's an issue though when it always comes to the females there. You know what I mean? Like if you try to say, hey, I want to come through, and you're like, no, I'm chilling with my son, when it's a female point of view there. But when it's like with you with a male, it's like, oh, you don't have time for me?
Yeah, or even when you tell a female something like that they don't want to hear, something truthful, right? They go, oh, you're just, how dare you talk shit to a girl? You feel like a badass for talking shit to a girl. I'm like, bro, like at this point, it's 2026 and everybody's supposed to be treated equally. And if you ain't coming to me with some fucking respect on that fucking tone of voice of yours, or the way you're typing shit out on the phone, or whatever the case may
better
be,
maintain low tone.
Yeah, you better be surprised, and or you better be ready for the surprise that I'm about to drop on you, because I don't play that shit, dog. Like and I'm tired of playing with these people thinking that they could just, treat us like kids or bums or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you average every day.
Yeah, like I ain't no average Joe, and I ain't no fucking.
I worked at Trader Joe.
No, yeah, we're definitely 101s over here And we definitely been through enough to know that when people are being manipulative or people are being shady or people are being whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we catch your drift.
yeah. So
basically.
with that being said, we're just going to jump right back into the second part of the show. We're going to be rating the cultural weight on 3 of the most recent hip hop albums that just came out. So J. Cole just came out with The Fall Off, right? Larry June and Currency and Alchemist just came out with Spiral Staircases.
Crazy.
And then Baby Keem dropped Casino. 3 very big albums that are going to be talked about for the next couple weeks. We decided we're going to rate them 1 through 3 and give the reasons why, right? And I'm going to let A Omega start, and then I'm going to go after him, and I'm going to let him rate these 3 albums in his opinion, which one's number 1, which one would be number 2, and which one would be number 3 as far as what he likes lyrically or what he listens to, or the cultural, if we're talking about cultural weight, does he think that these albums are going to be going into a class that's going to be built for longevity, or is it just one of those here and come
hit and miss,
come go albums, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So let's jump into it. Ayo,
let's do this shit,
when
man.
it comes to J. Cole, you know, we got to think there's elite lyricism going on, there's platinum consistency.
Yeah,
he has a cultural voice for a generation, right?
I remember when he popped off.
He debuted at number 1 with The Fall Off on the Billboard 200. It made it his 7th chart-topping album. His first week numbers were 280,000 equivalent album units in its debut week, 169.5 million on-demand streams of the album tracks, and 113,000 pure album sales counted toward that total. So
not to mention the ones out the trunk.
Right. And then we go to Larry June and Currency. They just dropped, let's see, they're independent kings, lifestyle rap niche dominance. They're like the creators of this lifestyle rap that, you know, we now hear from Larry June, and we're going to start hearing from these other rappers when it comes to like talking that extravagant on the yacht,
luxury,
chilling in the fucking Amazon
mafioso.
I don't know. Like we're not there yet. You know what I mean? When we do some shit like that, I'm gonna be chilling in the Amazon eating a fucking reindeer burger.
Yeah,
dog.
I'm gonna be licking a toad and shit.
yeah. We're gonna have a song called the Toad Lickers or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But you know, I don't know. Like, and then we got let's see, Spiral Staircases. It recently charted on Apple's Music Top Albums. It was at number 9 at one point. So for having minimal promotion, right? Like J. Cole would have like a big machine backing him up, or used to be backing him up. I think what happened with J. Cole is like, and we're just going into the stats first before we rate it. You know what I'm saying? J. Cole, you know, he had this fucking big machine right behind him, Rock Nation. Jay-Z co-signed him, gave him his original rock chain, right? That's how much he believed in the kid. And now I believe he's on his own. And so for him to be on his own after being signed to this, you know, it's like the training wheels were let off, right? And now it's showing what an artist like J. Cole can do when he releases an album by himself. And it's actually pretty good, and it's going to show that he has like a solid fan base. People are fucking with the music, right? But I honestly, and I'll give my opinions. I honestly feel there's a little decline, but I'll get to that in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But then the Larry June and Currency, you know, them not having all that promotion, which goes back to that, for them to be able to chart at number 9, which is 8 spaces below J. Cole, who had a machine backing him. We got to take that into consideration. And then we have Baby Keem, who's super innovative. He's brand new. He's been around for maybe like 5-6 years. He has a strong Kendrick connection as his cousin, and he's still
West Coast.
He's still building long-term legacy depth. He was number 1 on Apple Music in the U.S. and 50 other countries this week. So we got to take that into consideration. So with all that being said, Ayo, who would you rate 1 through 3?
Well, first off,
take your time.
No. I don't need to. I don't need to, man. I'm old unk. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I'm the drunk.
Yeah, give it.
So I'm going to put it out like this there. You know, you got, you know, the name says it all. You know, Baby Keem. You know, he's still filling it out. He's still doing it there, man. I listened to this album driving on the highway there, man, I'll put it on and I just let it ride.
Is this the first time you heard Keem?
No, I mean I heard some of his, songs prior there that he did with, his primo, his cousin.
Oh yeah.
But I knew he heavy banging with the West Coast, and I'm from the West Coast, so I mean, I live in this, I live here, but I mean, all my family and everything, everybody been bred from the West Coast there, so you know what I mean. I won't deny that there, you know what I mean, 100%. You know what I mean. But with that being said, there, man, this young man got some good shit going on. He's got good, clean lyrics there, very notable there, very tasteful. You know what I'm saying? A real up and out coming artist there from the West there for sure.
He's from Las Vegas, actually. I just looked that up.
From Vegas there too? Okay. Yeah. Well, he probably moved from LA to Vegas,
yeah,
only 4 hours away.
Yeah, it's only 4 hours away. That's what I'm saying. I just wanted to look it up. Just
go ahead,
keep going.
Everybody migrate there, you know what I mean? They're like, fuck, I'm gonna get out of LA. Shit, cheaper to live in fucking Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lot of the gangster rap, a lot of the Latino gangster raps there, King Lil G. You know what I mean? A lot of people like that. Cats from fucking, San Francisco, motherfucking Filthy out there. Fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you ain't lying.
Out in Vegas there, you know what I mean? A lot of people doing things out there.
Shout out to Clico One.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no. That's crazy there.
No, I'm just fucking around.
That's crazy.
No, but go ahead, keep going.
But Keem. You know what I mean? Baby Keem there for sure. I see him definitely being somebody that's going to be an artist that's going to stick around.
Yeah.
He's not going to be just one of these one-hit wonder kind of young artists there. No, this young man got something to say, and y'all better watch out when he comes through out that way, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's up. So Baby Keem there, I'd say he's probably my number 2 there for sure.
Okay.
I like it just because it's going to be, it's new, it's fresh, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With that being said, though, the next one, man, J. Cole, I'm going to tap in on this one right quick. J. Cole, I mean, I've seen you in concert. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen your
We've
first
seen
shit.
your whole come up.
I've seen your whole beginning from the, you know what I mean? Like all of it.
All of it.
And actually, I know why you took a break, because you are so incisive of what you want to do in your direction that you can't figure out which fucking field direction you want to inspire people in. You want to go play basketball. You want to do this. You want to get fit. You want to ride the bike. You want to trade in the fucking Land Rover. You want to trade in your $100,000 piece. You want to go back to the old school way of hip hop. You want to do this and do that.
Selling it out the trunk.
You know what I mean? You want to go back to this. You know what I mean? Isn't it easier just to stay this?
No,
this is what we are. We are hip hop. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So with that, J. Cole gets the number 2.
No, 3.
Number 3 spot.
Because you gave Keem 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Cole would be 3, so then Larry June and Currency would be number 1 on your list.
The reason why, also, I'm going to go ahead and talk about these young cats there. You know what I'm saying? Man, Currency in June, those are, the number 1, the collaboration there. I give it the number 1 spot because of the ear that both of these artists have. They are decades apart. Their age difference, you know what I mean? They come from different generations of time there. You know what I mean? Not just saying one's older, one's younger there. We all go through the same stuff. We all are subdued to the same music in the same household there is, you know what I mean, brought up wherever you're located and where you are at a certain timeline in life. Yep. You know what I mean? Yeah. 70s, 80s, 90s there. You know what I mean? If you grew up in the 90s, you heard a lot of 80s and 70s. You know what I'm saying? If you grew up in the thousands, you heard 90s and 80s. You know what I'm saying? You don't remember the disco stuff. You don't remember the old school, stuff from that generation back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And these cats there, especially having the producer Alchemist there, backing up and really being freaking painter for them. You know, that he's leading the canvas for these certain individuals to just really create something that is a Picasso, that is something that's different to your, you know, your visual ears, if that makes sense.
It does.
Folks.
Perfect sense.
You know what I mean? Because y'all can't get in tune with that. And then also, this is adult music, adult hip hop. This is something that doesn't have to be super club, super banger. No, this is adult hip hop, folks. And we're transitioning into that because it's our time, you know, with the jazz and that, to be adult and to be taken seriously.
See, I'm glad that's why we opened up this fucking
culture,
this last section of the episode to do this, because I really wanted to hear your input, and I think people deserve to hear our input when it comes to these hip hop topics. And I was gonna go through my list and give exactly my opinion. And I'll still give my opinion, but my list looks exactly like A Omega's. I'm gonna agree with you 100%, bro.
Gee,
and I didn't
bro.
think that I didn't think our list was gonna be exactly the same, but that's it's a very good point. So Larry June and Currency, well-seasoned artists, super independent. They've created a fan base that is almost like a cult following, right?
Amen.
Like where they can go sell out 50 sold out shows that maybe a capacity of like 500, 600 people
Europe
at a
to
time,
here,
right?
Australia,
But
where do you want to go?
if you think about it, they're going to end up making more money than some of these rappers that go on tour with these extravagant like shows and dancers and
choreography,
productions behind it, right? So when you or even like something like J. Cole, like when he goes out in concert, his production's still pretty extravagant, honestly. Like when I remember I seen him one time where he was doing where he's sitting on the roof, right?
Yes.
The 22 Drive or whatever the fuck the album was called.
Yeah.
And back then was like J. Cole was rhyming the way I feel like J. Cole should have been rhyming his whole career, right? And then now he goes back into this, I'm going to take it back to the basics and I'm going to start at the bottom of the ladder. These are his words quoted in the album, right? Start at the bottom and then still pass you guys by doing what I'm doing, right? And, you know, it might be true with the numbers and stuff like that, but like when you listen to the rhyme scheme compared to Baby Keem or compared to Currency and Larry June, they're doing these rhyme schemes that are easy on the ear where they're still smooth enough to where you could listen to them over and over again. I feel like with an album like The Fall Off, you could only listen to it once or twice, like once to hear it, the second time to analyze it, and then the third time you're just basically playing it for background music, right? But with Larry June, Currency, and Keem, you put those albums on and let them play from beginning to end, and you're going to be able to do that time and time and time again because the songs are formatted in the new, I guess, attention span ear. You know what I mean? Like you're talking about the visual ear. I'm talking about the attention span ear now, right? So like when J. Cole does these fucking, it's not even like quadruple or 5 rhymes. It's like he's going into the 6, 7, 8 rhyming pattern, right? Where it's like the whole sentence, every single sentence rhymes exactly with each other 8 times every single time for 8 bars, right? And so, you know, for the first 4, you're like, fuck yeah, J. Cole's a genius. But then he goes 5, 6, 7, 8, and you're like, now it's kind of wearing my ear out. You know what I'm saying? So
from an artist,
from an artist and a fan point, you know what I mean? Like if I'm listening to it as a fan, I'm like, damn, dude, this guy, yeah, he is the best rapper because he rhymes so much, I guess. You know what I mean? But when you go, that's just a category. Like who rhymes the most? We could just be like, okay, J. Cole. Who rhymes the best? Kendrick Lamar. Who rhymes the most profitable? Drake. You know what I'm saying? Like it just
we can break it down like that.
There's certain categories that we have to jump into when we go, oh, this is why people like it so much. This is why it's listened to like the way it is. This is why people grasp it. And I'm not taking anything away from J. Cole. I'm just saying like when you're building from the bottom and trying to go up to surpass all these other lyricists, it doesn't take all that to do that. Like imagine if you were just to do like 4, like the 4 like you're used to, but those 4 are the 4 that nobody could ever think of fathoming those fucking rhymes together because you've taken the time to put all of the time that you spent on those 8, you put it in that 4, and you do that.
And then
3 times during
the right there.
You do it 3 times in your verse, and it fucking sounds dope. You know what I mean? Throw some singing in there in the middle or whatever the fuck. But I'm saying like, it just drags the ear on to the listener and the fan when somebody's just na 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 na, and it's all rhyming the same. Like people need to switch up every once in a while. And what he does is he going, like you made a good point, where he's like now trying to battle like The Weeknd or the likes of like a Chris Brown, like poppy type, singy type shit, but like love songs, but they're more real. And I just don't believe it. I think that Kendrick is more believable, and because I think he's done more of his
more influential
inner work too. You know what I'm saying? Like it seems like Kendrick's done ayahuasca, being from a poor kid from Compton to doing therapy to maybe taking some acid, ayahuasca, whatever it took for him to open up that third eye, like right. And I feel like J. Cole, when Kendrick was eating farina, J. Cole was still eating like Frosted Flakes and shit. Like he wasn't the poorest, you know what I'm saying? He was still like middle class. So it's like it's hard for you to be like, this guy is better at rapping than somebody that's actually gone through like the struggle life. Like, and I'm not taking anything away from J. Cole. I don't know his full upbringing and I don't know his struggle, but I believe Kendrick's struggle more is my point. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And that's why he would be number 3, and then Baby Keem would be number 2 because, you know, the heavy Kendrick influence. He's been putting out these actual really good club bangers for a long ass time. I was listening to something this morning, Leave Me Alone or some shit like that. It was produced by like some EDM producer, sorry. And it was just one of the dopest songs I've ever heard from a rapper that does the transition of like a rap EDM type track, you know what I mean? Like some people do it certain different, but the way Baby Keem kind of did it was like, damn, like I could see why he wanted to go on this journey of songwriting and team back up with his cousin and be like, yeah, let's really rock this shit. There's even a conspiracy that Kendrick's using Baby Keem as an alter ego for Kendrick because he didn't have enough time to put out GNX2, so he was like, oh, well, cuz let me write you this album, we'll put this out, promote this, and gives me enough time to go back and keep working.
Well, why the fuck
GNX2? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
what up?
Who
I
gives
mean,
a
you're
fuck?
putting on the family there. I mean, what's up? Your best friend writing some shit for you. Your actual blood. Why not? Why not there? You know what I mean? Like I said it time and time again. There, I've sat down right next to this man on the left of me, and he's been busting out some shit for me for years on end. You know what I mean? And this gentleman here. Always been hooking me up there, you know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I won't deny. Anybody can ask me, do you write all your shit? No, I don't.
Oh, you're talking about writing.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that would be this man right here.
I thought you were talking about like just introducing you to music. I was like, nah, dog. I was like, we all did that.
No. The music thing.
But yeah, writing lyrics. Yeah. No, I've written lyrics for you.
And
I've written lyrics for my cousin.
If you were like, yo, man,
I get it.
Put out Spicker 2. I need somebody to bootleg it on too so I can start something. I'll be like, yo, what up? I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. We're in motion. You got one thing going on. I'm in something where, you know, the wheels turning in the same motion because there's music involved. Okay, cool. If we're doing it with podcasting, okay, you're doing one thing and I'm doing one thing and it's correlating together, then I'm fucking in it.
And then sometimes it's fun to write for other people because you're like, you know what they can do with their voice, right? Like, like if I have a deep, raspy voice and you have like a good singing voice, I'm going to be like, let me write some shit that sounds good, singable, and let me just teach you how to fucking sing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, like it's that simple. It's that simple. You know,
that's how it goes. Ideas got to be shared. You know, creativity comes up there from being shared with other individuals there. Fucking, that's just the way of the world. That's the way of the mind, folks. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid to share your fucking shit sometimes.
So it's going to go Larry June and Currency number 1, Baby Keem 2, and J. Cole number 3, and that we both agree on that shit, so thank you. So yeah, those are the ones that are culturally moving the fucking the whole unit of hip hop right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they're Larry June, shout out to Larry June and Currency and Alchemist, man, straight up.
Shout out, Baby Keem.
You motherfuckers, you.
And shout out to motherfucking J. Cole.
All right, we got 5 more minutes. We're gonna talk about 50 Cent just bought the studio that Jim Jones owes $180,000 to, and he told him, if you don't fix the doors that you kick, I'm gonna kick your ass. Huh? And Jim Jones is definitely going to be kicked out of that podcast studio. Rumor on the street, he has a new one with a green screen or some shit. I don't know. He was doing karate kicks in some fucking empty studio like a couple hours after that or some shit like that.
No, he was doing the Bruce Leroy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
He was a Shogun, right? And he was doing like, oh, man, I'm going to get my sensei on. You know what I mean? And I was like, "Oh shit, what happened here now?"
No, so I think it's funny. I think now 50 Cent has so much money that he's just like, let me flex on these motherfuckers that doubted me when I was coming up, right? Like when he didn't have the vitamin water money, when he didn't have the power money, when he didn't have all this money that he has now, these multi-million-dollar deals and shit like that, right?
Right.
And everybody doubted that shit, dog. And I think to watch 50 Cent's come up, it's so fucking hilarious, dog. Like, not in any bad way. I think it's hilarious because he has so much money that he can go out of his way, or maybe not. He's probably not even going out of his way. He's probably just making a phone call, literally just sitting back, smoking a blunt or whatever he does nowadays, drinking some champagne, whatever, eating caviar pancakes, and you know what I'm saying?
Playing on my computers, man.
Yeah, so shout out to 50 Cent, bro. He's definitely one of the funniest trolls in the game. Definitely probably the best trolling rapper. And then Tekashi 6ix9ine would be number 2 for sure. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, he's the funniest, dog. Like, he's one of those guys that like, oh, you want to talk some shit about me? I'm gonna buy the studio you live in, cuz, and we're going.
Told Yayo go be your boss.
I told Tony Yayo we gonna be your boss, son. And
while Jim Jones kicking the door, man, got some cabin footage and everything.
Hey, if you don't fix that door you kicked, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Shit, man.
That's exactly what he told him.
Better fix it, I'm gonna kick your ass. It's 50. It's 50.
Yeah, so
that's crazy. But I knew that shit was coming. Remember, he fucking said, he warned everybody. He fucking told everybody, watch. I'm gonna fucking buy the fucking episode. I'm gonna buy that studio where motherfucking, and they're gonna be kicked out, and fucking Tony Yayo gonna be running the studio, dog.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. There's already shit. I mean, he put it in our face there. I mean,
and shout out to Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda. You know what I mean? Like, they're fucking hilarious. The Real Report, definitely inspired by Crash Out the sitcom and Blunt Kings mixed together. So
I know y'all biting us, man.
Shout out to you guys for looking on the internet for fresh ideas and using us as your jumping.
We got you,
your jumping platform stone, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We don't give a fuck either. 1-800, we don't give a fuck neither, dog.
Y'all know
what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think 50 Cent's hilarious. I think it's one of the funniest moves in hip hop in 2026 so far. Tony Yayo is gonna be the boss of the fucking studio. Fuck yeah.
So he gonna be the camp manager, man, the camp counselor.
Yeah, dog.
For sure. Uncle Murray gonna be the guidance counselor, man. Activities director.
Program activities director.
Gotcha, man.
Make sure you guys do your burpees before you guys get your Slurpees.
Man, you gotta do 150 burpees, man, before you get in Lake Chonkawa. Yeah, go do your burpees before you get in Lake Champawa.
Oh my God. Yeah, you can't get on the plane with us to Dubai until you do 500 burpees,
after
man.
you eat 30 minutes after you eat, man, you get a stomach ache.
I'll fuck over you and whoever you cool with. That's the show. This has been episode 32 of Blunt Kings. I'm your host with the most, the grossest uncle, Tio Valis, my boy.
Hey, Omega with the funky dope flavor, a.k.a. the Funkle, the Drunkle. You already know who it is.
Until next time, we love you guys.
Yo! Be good.
It already turned off.
Be well.
I thought it was still going, but yeah, it turned off already. All right, cool.
Perfect timing.